Hey guys, 53Silver here. I'm at local park, as you can see. Some soccer fields. We got some kids out here playing soccer. We got a guy way over there hitting a golf ball. And I'm way over on this side, out here with my new Outlaw. Doing a quick video on some of the things that I really like about this so far. And I haven't spent a hell of a lot of time with it. But I just wanted to get these features out there. Inform you guys as to what I'm finding with this, because I'm kind of blown away with some of the things I'm seeing. First off, I love the fact that, let me turn this down a bit, I love the fact that the disc setting and the all-metal setting are on two different controls. In other words, there's a switch here. I can be in disc mode, and I don't have to change my setting now. I don't have to go down and go into all-metal mode by turning this. I can leave this fixed, set it, forget it, and I go over here to the switch and go into all-metal non-motion or all-metal motion. Now the center position, which is all-metal, is the all-metal non-motion, and that means that you can hold the coil dead center, steady over your target, and it continues to sing. You have an auto position, and what that means is that it's a motion detector in all metal, so you have to be moving the coil. If you stop, it automatically goes down to the threshold level that you preset. Okay, so out of the gate, really nice feature. I love it. The compression of the ground balance and the disc settings, and I'm using the word compression, maybe not totally correctly, but what I'm saying is that they seem to be finer adjustments than on the Vaquero, which means I need to turn the dials a little bit further to get the same degree of adjustment on both of these. And I'll show you the disc really blew me away, and I'll show you what happened with that when I was playing with it. But for ground balancing, very simple. When you turn the machine on, make sure it's in auto. That your pole position switch or your toggle switch is all the way in auto. Turn it on, you're going to get a tone. That's your battery check. You're going to set a threshold level. There's my threshold, and now you're just going to ground balance. As you can see, well, maybe you can't. Let me back this up a bit. So I'm a little bit negative. I'm going to turn the dial here, the knob on ground balance, slightly positive. Still a little negative. It just takes, that's pretty darn close. I'm going to probably just leave it there. It's really nice. What's really cool is it takes more of a turn to correct for ground balancing, which means it's a finer adjustment. Love that. Alright, so I'm in the auto mode. I'm going to switch over to disc. I'm going to crank up my threshold a bit, because as you know, when you turn your threshold up, it actually adds to the depth, because you're not getting that diminishing tone as you get deeper. It kind of holds a steady volume as you go deeper. I'm only going to set this on 3 right now, but I want to show you something that blew me away, and it has to do with the disc. On all my other metal detectors, when I'm adjusting my disc, when I want to see what's in the ground, I usually max it out, and I get a tone, and in my head I know that it's either, for the most part, a quarter or a dime. Well, on this metal detector, you can actually disc out a dime and still have a touch of control left for a quarter. So basically what that means is you can ID a dime on this machine. You can tell straight out. Now all the machines are different. The amount of change on the knob, the amount of turn that you have left, may not be the same on all the machines. On this one it's a bit, and I don't even know, it's a little bit of travel left. Let me just demo that for you real quick. I'm going to go over the dime first. And now I'm going to max out the disc. Not max out the disc, but disc out the dime. Say that 3 times fast. So I'm going to rotate this, and the dime's gone. Right? Gone. I still have a little bit left on my disc setting. I can raise that a bit, because watch. Now I have a quarter. So here I am. I can back this down, and it comes right back in again, and I can take it out, and I still have a little left, and it's not a lot. It's just, it's a hair more, just a tiny bit of a turn, additional adjustment. But the cool thing is I can max out a dime. Now, if you looked at any other detector with TID, or they use these number systems, White's uses it, and MindLab, and Fisher, they have a number system. Now the reality is a dime goes out on most of those machines at about 77, quarter goes out at 83. On this machine, although it's a manual adjustment we're making to ID targets, the fact that on this machine the disc is less compressed, it's kind of spreading out those differences a bit somehow. I can ID a dime, and if I move the control a little bit further, I max the control out, and I can still pick up a quarter, $half, dollar, whatever. The high, silver content of some of the other coins are still there, but I can max out a dime. I think that's disc out a dime, and I think that's awesome. I think that's a great feature. It happened on the low end as well. I actually put a piece of foil on here, and a ring that I had, and on my target ID number system on one of my other detectors, the foil went out at 0 and the ring went out at 6. When I checked it against my Tesoro Vaquero, there was a slight difference, but not much. On this machine, it's about twice what it was on the Vaquero. Again, the separation of targets with this discrimination knob is just, to me, absolutely incredible. The other thing, the last thing I'm going to talk about, and I'm going to head home, is this whole retune feature. This is absolutely amazing. So what happens and why this is important? When you're out metal detecting with a Vaquero or one of the other ones, and other manufacturers even, during the course of the day, from 9 o'clock in the morning till 2 o'clock in the afternoon, the detector changes. Nothing is 100% stable, and you can set your detector up, ground balance it, get it running. If you did a test on it, you check a dime, it goes to 7 inches, you're good to go, right? Well, at 11 o'clock, 12 o'clock, as the internals of the detector change, that dime can go down to 6.5, 6 inches. You can maybe get 7 and it's going to change. All right, things are going to start changing in the detector, and it's going to impact the way the detector, the depth of the detector. On this machine, this retune button, all you need to do, and you can be in disc mode, it doesn't matter. It does other things as well, but this is the one that I think is really important. If I'm in disc mode and I'm hunting for an hour and the temperature went up 5, 6, 7, 10 degrees, all I would need to do is to press and release, and I'm good to go. It automatically resets the internal threshold of the machine. In effect, it optimizes the performance. It optimizes the operational capabilities of the machine on the fly. There's no guesswork. You don't have to think, well, what changed, what did change. You can do this every 5 minutes. You can do it every 5 hours. It doesn't matter. But when you're on the fly, again, just press, release. It resets the internal threshold, optimizes the performance of the machine, and you're good to go. I'm going to keep this short. I just wanted to go over a couple of things.